Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today's pick a card reading is all about your week ahead. So pick the pile that sparks a memory in you. It will have your accurate predictions. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. My Sephora order just arrived. That's why our markers look like this. So is it going to be the foundation? Something about the bottle that's sparking a memory in you? Or is it the eyeshadow potion? The primer? Something about the wand, maybe? How about the bullet lipstick? Are these your initials? CD. As always, feel free to pause and rewind, and when you're ready, let's begin. If you chose the foundation, welcome to your reading. Here is your week ahead. 1 out of 5 things that will happen for you this week. You have the 5 of coins in reverse and the 10 of wands. This upright is about losing money, not having enough. Reversed, it means whatever that situation is, it will get fixed. So that's good, right? But it's beside the 10 of wands. It is so good, you're going to have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Like, so much money, more than you expected, is going to arrive that it's going to be a burden for you. What do I mean? How is that possible? How can anyone have more than enough money? So, for example, you were expecting a bonus or some payment for a client, and they gave such a huge tip that now, because you're receiving such a huge amount in your bank account, you're going to have to pay taxes. Whereas if it was the right price that they paid to you, you wouldn't have to give like a single % to the government or something like that. But because this is such a huge amount, you're going to have to pay taxes. Or because it's such a huge amount and it's coming from overseas, it's going to get flagged. Okay, your bank is going to call you. They're going to have to ask you to sign. If you really know this person sending the money to you, they're going to have to ask you for documents maybe. To prove your professional relationship with regards to the sender and the payment. So you know what I mean? Like, such a huge money is going to come, the kind of amount you didn't expect, so it's going to create logistical problems for you. But still, it's a nice problem to have, right? So yeah, see how that resonates for you, whether that's payment, a bonus, or something else entirely, okay? But it's that kind of thing where it's more than what you expected, so it's gonna create some mechanical issues here and there. It's kind of crazy, but it's still good. What else will happen for you in the week ahead? You have the Empress and the 9 of Cups. I'm gonna have to ask you. The Empress has many manifestations, so let me know which one resonates. For example, if you are trying to conceive, you're trying to get pregnant, you're trying to have a baby, that is what will happen this week with the 9 of Cups. This is fulfillment of wishes, okay? This is the manifestation of desires with regards to the Empress. So that is one of the facets of the Empress. She is the pregnant lady, okay? She is the one who gives fertility to women who are craving it, right? Another manifestation of the Empress is creativity. So are you, say, an artist, or even if you're not an artist, you're a writer at work, even if it's technical writing, or you're presenting something and you want it to come off in a way that's really charismatic and attention-grabbing and creative. If that is what you want, if that is what you need, then that is what will happen this week. That is how the Empress will become a wish fulfillment in your week, by blessing you with creativity. So it can be fertility, it can be creativity. The third thing, it can be abundance. So if it is money more than anything that you feel you need right now in this very moment in your life, then that is what the Empress will bless you with, okay? That is what will be fulfilled with the 9 of Cups. So again, ask yourself, is it fertility, creativity, or abundance? Whatever it is, one of those is what will arrive to you this week. Either way, it's pretty amazing. It's a wish fulfillment. What else your week ahead? You have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Coins. So this is more than just some annoying person from your past pestering you, disturbing you, bothering you this week. Even though you might feel a bit annoyed, irritated, like this person is now irrelevant in your life. Maybe it's an ex-friend who was kind of mean to you in the end. Maybe it's an ex-manager who didn't really stand up for you when you needed them to. Maybe it's an ex-partner who kind of broke your heart. When someone remarkable from the past, notable, okay, someone who played some sort of important role in your life, when they come back this week, do not block them. Do not be dismissive. It's up to you if you want to, but your advice is not to, because eventually they're going to become a source of money, finances, and wealth for you. Maybe this is not immediate, okay? It doesn't mean they ring you up on Monday or they DM you on Tuesday and then by Friday you're a millionaire. It's not like that. They will reach out this week, definitely, but eventually it could take days, weeks for them to bring you some sort of proposal, some sort of partnership, some sort of opportunity that will eventually bring you your 10 of coins, okay? The kind of wealth that makes a legacy. So that ex-manager that you actually despise right now, they could offer you a job, okay? Or they might want to partner with you in this new business idea that they have. Or this ex-partner who hurt you, maybe they come from a family that is so well known in this industry and they want to hire you and you're feeling dismissive and you want to shut them down just because they're your ex. But actually, when you think about it, that is such a prestigious company and you actually do want to work for it. Eventually, you're going to find success there. Okay? So when someone from the past returns this week, no matter how irritated you are, try to hear them out. Of course, it's different when it's something deep, like there's a profound betrayal or abuse that happened, then of course, that's a different situation entirely. But if it's just someone who kind of annoyed you, someone you're kind of upset with or sort of disappointed with, then hear them out, okay? They're going to bring wealth, not instantly, but strategically and eventually into your life. What else will happen for you in the week ahead? Seven of Swords and Nine of Wands. There is a confrontation. It's going to be good in the end. It will lift a burden from your shoulders, from your heart, okay? But there will be a confrontation. These are two people who have been hurt and who are therefore hurting each other, okay? Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands. So maybe if there has been some tension between you and a friend, between you and a colleague, you and a neighbor, there is going to be confrontation, like face to face, maybe yelling at the start, okay? So yeah, but eventually you are going to talk it out and you will kind of forgive and understand each other, and it will just be a sigh of relief in the end. Like that's one less thing to worry about, okay? Because you actually have a lot of common things, a lot in common with this person, to be honest, and that's probably why they can really rile you up, okay? Because you can see your shadows in them, and at the same time they project their shadows on you because you are so similar one way or another. By similar, I don't mean you look exactly the same or you are the same age or you're from the same social circle, but there's something inside you, something inherent in you that is triggering them, and vice versa, because there's something mirroring, echoing each other, but in a way that's tense instead of nice, okay? I often see this in like Aries, Scorpio relationships, Gemini, Virgo relationships. Like there is some sort of commonality there, but it's triggering. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, this will come to a head this week. There will be confrontation, but you will work it out. And then after that, this now becomes a friendship, or either you just ignore each other in peace, never retaliating again, never becoming the aggressor again in this situation. So ultimately, this is good. When someone comes to your doorstep or at your desk and says, we need to talk, don't panic. Okay, they will be honest. It will be your opportunity to be honest as well. And in the end, it will work out. Clues as to who this could be. This is an air sign. This is a fire sign, okay? So whoever you're kind of in conflict with right now, that's air or fire or both, okay? Sun, rising, Venus, then that is your clue as to who this could be. Last but not least, what else for the week ahead? You have the Three of Swords and Justice reversed. I love it. Someone who hurt you, and this is separate from anyone else that we're talking about, okay? This is separate from this annoying a colleague or neighbor or friend, separate from that ex-partner or manager or whatnot. Someone who hurt you, they will get their karma, their justice, their punishment this week, but in an entirely different department of their life, because justice is reversed. What do I mean? If someone got you fired at work, okay, in a way that's so unfair, you'd think their karma would be they'd get fired too, or something terrible. They'd get demoted at work, their reputation would suffer at work. No, it's not going to be work. Not the same department that they hurt you in. It's something else. Maybe it's their personal life. Maybe they get divorced this week. You're going to hear that their partner cheated on them and now they're leaving them and something like that, okay? So it's that's the reason that justice is reversed. It's not the department that you are expecting, okay? Life, the universe, the fates are going to hit them in an entirely different part of their life. But that justice is for you. This is the universe having your back. It's kind of emotionally heavy. You have a confrontation, but you have this, which is a sigh of relief. And yeah, this is this is lovely. Wealth is coming for you too, the beginnings of it. The Empress is your big ally, and this is a nice problem to have, okay? Too much money that it's going to create some issues, but honestly, this is good. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the primer potion, welcome to your reading. Here is your week ahead. First, out of 5 things that will happen for you this week, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The universe will give you the means to walk away this week from something that's no longer serving you. You will have the means, financial, emotional, or any other way, okay, that you need to leave a situation where you are someone's second choice, where someone is not sure about you, someone doesn't see your value, your worth, okay? It could be at work, it could be a relationship, it could be a familial, platonic connection, okay? But the universe will give you the means to walk away. What do I mean? For example, maybe you hate your job, but you can't leave because you don't have anything as a backup. Well, finally, you will get some job offer out of the blue, or maybe it's not out of the blue. Maybe you have been applying online, okay? You will get some job offer, so now you can leave this job that's not treating you well, right? So it's that kind of situation. You know better than me what your Two of Coins is. Who is treating you like a second choice, like an option? Is it your manager? Is it your partner? Is it a housemate? Okay, so whatever that situation is, that is what you will be walking away from this week, because you will have the money to do it, the finances to do it, a different opportunity, a different offer, another backup. Okay, that will allow you to finally do it without really kind of risking your stability. Okay, so that's good, always good. What else? We have the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. Love is good this week, okay? Love is loving this week, whatever that means for you. If you're single and looking, someone will arrive. If you're single and not looking, someone will arrive anyway. If you're in a partnership and it's not working out, it's going to start working out. If you're in a partnership and it's perfect, it's going to be even more perfect, okay? So there will be a lot of kindness, a lot of nice gestures, could be real, like actual presents and gifts as well. Flowers, watches, chocolates, luxury things, something like that. Or it could just be compliments, words of kindness, beautiful gestures, behavior, actions, someone cooking for you, okay? Someone asking you to dinner. Beautiful, beautiful dynamics when it comes to love. And it's going to feel like you have found the one. I mean, we're not delusional, right? Most of the time we're not delusional. We know when a person is just kind of, casual, or they're just kind of, I don't know, someone to enjoy life with instead of someone to spend it with forever, you know? But this week, it's going to feel like you're with or you have met the one, the life partner. You're happily ever after with the Two of Cups, okay? So whatever your situation is in romance, it's going to improve. Even if you already think it's flawless, it's going to be even more flawless. So congratulations. What else? Six of Swords and Ace of Swords. This is, wow, this is like the divine telling you, advising you, but almost like telling you to do something daring and risky, and they're going to support you. Okay, so this is separate from this because this is something you've always wanted to do already. This is more new, okay? This is kind of newer, Ace of Swords, like something more rash, a bit more impulsive, maybe smaller too, maybe a bit smaller in nature. It's not about your career, it's not about your marriage, you know, it's just on a day-to-day basis, maybe. So if you get the impulse this week, this push, this positive trigger, impetus from within you to do something bold and brave and daring, maybe at work, the universe is promising if you do that, it's going to work out. Okay, the Six of Swords, this is you leaving your comfort zone and exploring the world, exploring who else, what else you can be. Victory is yours. That is a crown. See, and this is a weapon being wielded by your own hand, so you will succeed. What do I mean by this? Just to give you some examples. If for example, it's at work, okay? And you're usually shy, you're just a part of the crowd, the audience. This time, the CEO said something and you want to challenge it. And you're like, that doesn't make sense, but this is so outside of your comfort zone. This is so not your personality to speak up, to be noticed, okay? But this week, you're going to feel inside of you the need to say something, and when you do, the universe is promising some sort of victory. Like maybe because of that, the CEO notices you and starts trusting you, because how dare you question me, but apparently you're making sense, so thank you for bringing up something that I missed, right? So then now you're the CEO's best friend, and you get a bonus, and you get a promotion, you get a salary increment, and now everybody knows your name. You're the brave one, you're the smart one, you're the clever one from your department. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing, right? It's gonna sound out of your comfort zone. It's gonna sound like it's not you. It's gonna seem confrontational. That's just an example. Maybe it's within the family. Maybe it's about your partner's family. Oh my God, I just heard someone whisper that to me. Something to do with your partner's family. And you think, oh my God, if I say this, my mother-in-law is gonna hate me, or his dad's gonna hate me. I can't. But if you do, they're actually gonna love you for being honest, okay? For being genuine, authentic enough to say something. So this is the universe urging you to step out of your comfort zone this week. By the way, you're gonna feel it, okay? You don't have to like go around Monday, Tuesday, when do I step out of my comfort zone? What do I do? You're gonna feel it inside of you. There is some sort of situation that will take place, and you're gonna know in your gut that this is it. This is when I need to do something daring, okay? And when you do this, this crown will be placed on your head. So congratulations in advance. Wonderful. What else? This week ahead, you have the Emperor and the Magician. This is separate. Okay, I know I talked about the CEO, some sort of boss, but this is still separate. An authority figure in your life doesn't have to be your manager. It doesn't have to be the CEO. It could be your father. It could be your partner if you're in a very traditional but loving relationship where your partner is like the leader, the guy is like the provider, the one who initiates and plans everything, the relationship. So someone who's kind of an authority figure, not because they're better or higher or bigger than you, but just because they're taking the lead in a situation, okay? So it could be your dad, it could be an uncle, it could be your partner, it could be your boss, why not? But yeah, an authority figure, they are going to come to you this week for help. And this situation is something that only you, no one else, can help them with. It doesn't matter how rich or famous or whatever popular they are, you're the only one that can help them with this. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's give you like a very personal example, something that happened to me. Like, oh my God, I keep talking about like CEO, CFO. So someone, C-suite, so popular, okay, drives so many different sports cars and whatnot. and very good looking as well. So like the whole company, 90% of the company had a crush on this person, right? But they had a problem and they couldn't approach anyone because everyone thinks that they're perfect and it can't come out because people could gossip about it. They approached me because they know that I'm a tarot reader. They know that I know things when it comes to predicting some stuff about the future and looking at some things about the present that are kind of hidden. So even though they had so much more than I did, even though reputation wise, financial wise, standing wise, they were so much higher than me, there was no one in that situation that could help them but me. And I was able to help them at the time. So it's that kind of situation for you. I'm not saying you're a tarot reader, you're an astrologer too, but whatever the equivalent of that is for you, a gift that only you have. And they know that they can trust you, that you're not going to publish something on LinkedIn or Instagram about it, okay? And by the way, there's no way that they're gonna hear about this video, so don't even worry about like me gossiping about someone in my life. These people don't know I have a channel, so yeah. But yeah, it's that kind of situation, okay? So yeah, someone who is a great authority figure in your life will come to you, and only you, the magician, can help them at this time. And there are a lot of implications, results from this. You become someone trusted, someone recommended. You have someone powerful now taking you under their wing, okay? Someone who now has your back, someone who now trusts you and supports you and helps you privately and publicly. So yeah, it's going to start this week for you. Let me know who that person is. Let me know how it happens for you. Last but not least, fifth out of the 5 things that will happen for you in the week ahead, the Bully and 4 of Wands good. This is very personal, very internal. It's not quite people coming into your life and asking for your help, and you doing some things to perform at work and public, love and whatnot. No, this is just you and yourself, okay? You and your higher self, you and your shadow self, your subconscious and your conscious minds working together. The bully, the devil. This is something you've always been struggling with, a self-defeating habit or behavior that you do that actually harms you. Okay, I'm not talking about something so sinister, if you know what I mean. It's just like, for example, you know that you have high blood sugar or hypertension, but yet you keep eating things that are bad for you, okay? Or you know that your doctor warned you against working out too much, but you still do it 6 times a week. You know it's bad for you, but for some reason you just can't stop because you're insecure, let's say, about your body, okay? So you have a self-defeating habit. It's a version of like your own demon, your own demon that you can't defeat, that you're always fighting neck to neck with, okay? Neck and neck with. This week you will defeat them, okay? How wonderful is that? Finally, victory is yours. The 4 of Wands. See, look at them rejoicing because you won. They're celebrating you. Finally, you find stability when it comes to this, some sort of addiction or bad behavior that you're doing to yourself, okay? It's meant to help you really survive this thing that you've been suffering from for years, okay? For years, in your conscious mind that you have to stop something or start doing something, but you can't. And for some of you, you would be wrong, but you already feel like someone cursed you. Maybe it's the evil eye, maybe that's why you can't do this, or you can't stop doing something. No, it's just you struggling with your own demons, battling this bully inside your head, and this week you're gonna win. So yeah, your guardian angels, your spirit guides are celebrating you, dancing, okay? So this is what's gonna happen. Congratulations. Honestly, as good as these things are, I feel like this is the best because this is a victory that only you know about when it comes to a struggle that only you have fought. So congratulations in advance. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Christian Dior, welcome to your reading. Here is your week ahead. First out of 5 things that will happen for you this week. Oh my God. The 6 of Wands and the Chariot. This is minor arcana victory. This is major arcana victory. So, because You have both of the biggest, most important victory, success cards in tarot. I'm not gonna walk around giving you some examples of how this could happen. You know so much better than me how this will happen because it's at the forefront of your mind, because you have two cards here echoing, mirroring, doubling up on each other, okay? So I'm gonna ask you right now, what does success mean for you right now? Does it mean getting that promotion? Does it mean getting the girl, getting the guy, getting the house, getting the car? What is success for you right now? What would make you feel successful right now if it happens? Like if it happens, you're going to feel like a king or a queen if this happens this week. That is what will take place. Okay? Tell me what it is. Does it have to do with work, with your relationship, with your family, with your social circle, with your reputation on TikTok, maybe? Okay? So you know better than me. How do you define success right now at this very stage in your life? That is what will happen this week. Okay? This card is not to be trifled with. This is traditionally the Lord Apollo, God of light and victory and truth and prophecy. Okay? Apollo is the Lord of the sun, the sunlight. That is the source of life for all of us. Okay? So I'm not just kind of blowing it up like, just to make you happy, saying, oh, some wonderful thing is going to happen. No, it's really going to happen with the Chariot here, especially because Apollo's assistant is here too. If this is Apollo, I know they're enemies in mythology, but if this is Apollo, this is like Achilles, someone who almost reached the same heights as this god. Okay, he is godlike, he is like half immortal, but minor arcana. So both of them are declaring your victory this week. So honestly, claim it, manifest it, own it. Okay, this is happening for you this week. This is huge. I mean, just this is always an amazing card. This is always a wonderful card, but together, my God, congratulations on however you define success, it will happen. What else? Let's see if this can live up to that. Best friends and judgment. This is pretty good too. Behind the scenes, you're not aware someone is actually fighting for you. Fighting, that sounds negative. It doesn't have to be negative. By fighting for you, I don't mean that someone is, besmirching your reputation and someone has to defend you. No, not necessarily. It's just that, for example, your friend is working for a specific company and they're looking for someone with your skills. They are lobbying for you. They're like, hi, my friend. Oh my God, my friend is so good at this. Like, you're not aware. Your friend didn't even ask you if you're looking for a new job, but they're like, please hire this person. Okay? And yeah, you will get the call. The judgment, that trumpet is the call. Like, that's a phone call. Okay? Or an email, metaphorically. It doesn't have to be the phone, literally. An email, some sort of message asking you for an interview, because your friend lobbied for you behind your back. It doesn't have to be a work situation too. This originally is the card of the Lovers after all. So maybe this is a friend arranging some sort of blind date for you, saying, oh my God, I have the most beautiful friend. You're gonna love her. She's so funny and she's so smart. You are so compatible. And this person, without having met you, has already kind of fallen in love with you just because of your friend's descriptions. Okay? So a friend who is so loyal to you is lobbying for you behind your back, right? And you're gonna get that call, whatever, that DM, that actual invitation to the interview, that actual job offer, job contract, that actual love offer, okay, this week because of your friend. Clues as to who this could be: Scorpio, Gemini, okay? Gemini, Pluto, Scorpio, okay? So Gemini, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus. That is your clue as to who this person could be. Instead of that zodiac sign, it could also be that their initials are GS, okay? Or the other way around, but yeah, that's your clue. Lovely. What else will happen for you in the week ahead? Ace of Cups, another loving card. Two of Swords. Oh my. This is separate, by the way. The blind date example, that was just my example. See how it resonates for you because it's a general reading, right? But I described to you what the situation will be. Anyway, this one is love. Definitely. Someone will offer you their cup of love. This is a love offer, a romantic offer, but you're not going to be sure about it. You're not going to be sure. Either it seems too good to be true, that you're like, no, there must be some darkness hiding behind this person. They can't be that good looking and that successful and that kind and that popular. No, there must be something. It's like you're being so suspicious with the Two of Swords, okay? So it's like that. Or maybe it's someone from the past, just as an example, and they're saying, I've changed, I still love you, I never stopped loving you. But you're like, there must be something here. Like, you don't still fully trust them, right? Or maybe it is perfect. Maybe the person seems amazing and is perfect as far as humans go, right? But they are so much younger than you or so much older than you that you worry there's not going to be a lot of alignment long term because you're from different generations, different cultures, different background, perhaps. So then you feel like even though there's attraction, it's not going to be enough to sustain a long-lasting relationship in the future eventually, okay? So you will definitely receive a love offer, but something about it you're going to be unsure of, okay? This love offer, initials could be AC, okay? The person that this could come from, AC or CA, okay? Or HS. Did you hear that? AC, CA, HS, right? So those could be the initials of this person. I hope you decide on it though, because look at these fountains. They have so much love to give. This person is sincere. So whatever your misgivings are, I hope you can deal with it with yourself. What else will happen for you in the week ahead? Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Someone in your life surprises you by upgrading, by being more authentic, by being more supportive, more true, more reliable, more suited for you. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, but someone in your life, okay, will just upgrade from Knight to King. For example, and this is separate, okay? This is definitely separate. But let's say you're dating someone and they look like some sort of player, or even if they're nice, okay, they're nice. They're not a cheater or anything, but they have player energy. Like they're just playing around life. Like they are too lighthearted and they respect you, but it's like they're not looking for exclusivity just yet. You know what I mean? That will change. This week they will transform from Knight, who's always traveling and exploring, to King, who is now sat on his throne, stable and solid and true. Okay? So there's growth in your partner. There's commitment now. There's maturity. Another thing is a job. If you are on probation because you're new at your job, 3 to 6 month probation, maybe it's only month 2 or only month 4, but you get offered the job for real, like a permanent contract, okay? Because your performance is so good. So in this case, it's not a person, it's a situation, it's a job, right? But it could also be a friend. You met someone new, a colleague, a neighbor, and so far they're just that polite person who says, good morning, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Like that's just who they are. But then this week, it deepens. Finally, they start talking about their life, some problems that they survived, or they ask you to brunch, and that brunch is not just, the niceties of, I like your house, I like your car. Like they actually talk about you and ask about who you are, your experiences, your dreams in life. So you get surprised in a very good way, because someone that you thought was just lighthearted, someone that was just frivolous and it was just for fun, playfulness, it turns into something very serious, something you can rely on. So congratulations, that's very good. Clues as to who this could be, definitely fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Sagittarius and Leo for most of you, okay, is stronger, Sun, Rising, Venus. Last but not least, what else can you look forward to in the week ahead? You have the Tower, heavy, with the King of Coins. Money will come to you in a very shocking way. Like right now we're talking, right? I'm telling you, money will come to you in a shocking way. So even now you're already thinking of those shocking ways. Will you get a windfall, an inheritance? Will you win the lottery? You're already kind of disproving me. It's not going to be shocking anymore because I'm thinking about it now, but no. You can make a list of 100 things that money could come to you, 100 ways that money could come to you this week, and you still won't be able to guess it, okay, with the Tower. But money will come. And it's going to be big, not necessarily in amount, but maybe in stability. What do I mean by that? With the King of Coins, this is the king of structure. So it's not necessarily that, just to give you a random amount, you're going to receive $1 million this week, okay? But it could be big in the sense that, for example, you have your own business and you get a client that gives you a contract for 5 years. Month by month, it doesn't pay that much, but 5 years, come on, that is stability. That is financial security. So even though it's not big immediately, it's still big, right? In the bigger picture, okay? So yeah, the King of Coins, big money is coming to you, either like big now or big long term, but it's going to be shocking, out of left field, something you totally did not expect, okay? Just to give you an example, it could be a job that fired you. That's why you're not going to expect it, because they fired you. They hated you. They despised you. They were talking crap about you, but now they're going to offer you a contract and they're like, you're the only one who can help us. Please take it, sign it, and you're like, really? You guys hated me. So it's something like that. It's not the people that you expect would help you. Like here, this is different. This is separate. It's not the people you're relying on. It's not the organizations that enjoyed your services, your talents, your skills before. No, it's completely unexpected. Another situation that was whispered to me just now. It could be someone who's not even working yet who's going to help you. Okay, someone you didn't expect entirely, or someone who's already retired. Like, for example, you go to your kid's nursery, okay, and you meet your kid's friend, which is like also 4 or 5 years old or something like that. And they ask you, hey, what do you do? Alexis' mom, what did you do? What do you do at work? And you say, for example, I'm a hairstylist. And you thought you were just talking. It's just a child being curious. And then the next day, okay, that kid's mom comes to you and says, there's actually a wedding of my sister's happening next month or next week. Can you please do the hair and makeup for all of us? It's going to pay this many thousands of dollars. So then that job opportunity came from a literal baby. Do you know what I mean? Instead of a client that you already have who could have recommended you to other clients. So that is what the Tower is here. It's a shock, but it's not scary because it's beside the King of Coins. It's beside someone stabilizing. It's beside wealth and riches. So there you go. Lots of surprises. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.